everyone, welcome to Base FM Weekly Recap. What happened on Base this week? On Monday morning, a developer somewhere in the world launches a tiny AI agent. The agent needs data, so it pays another service automatically. No human involved, just software paying software. And that simple action is happening thousands of times right now on Base. This week, something interesting happened. The protocol powering this machine-to-machine payment called X402 is quietly approaching 100 million transactions. Just 1 year ago, it processed only about 158 transactions per week. Today, it can hit tens of thousands of transactions in a single day. What changed? AI agents. Developers are starting to build software that pays for services automatically. An AI agent can now pay for APIs, buy data, execute trades, interact with other services without a human pressing a button. And Base is becoming one of the places where this experiment is happening. Meanwhile, another quiet trend kept growing this week: stablecoins. Across the ecosystem, stablecoin transfers continue to dominate activity. In simple terms, people are increasingly treating stablecoins as internet money, not just for trading, but for payments, apps, and services. Now, let's talk about what builders actually launched this week. Because this week was busy, one interesting launch came from Glider, which introduced Base-boosted portfolios. Think of it like putting your asset into an autopilot strategy that rebalances itself across different on-chain assets. For the first 30 days, they are even experimenting with booster yields around 25% APR. Another launch focused on privacy. A project called Hinkle Pay introduced confidential payments on Base, so users can send payouts or settle transactions without revealing all details publicly, while still benefiting from blockchain infrastructure. Gaming also showed up strongly this week. Inside the Base app, a new event called Arcade Rush launched. For the next 30 days, players can compete in on-chain mini-games with leaderboards and rewards. But here is the twist: all the money spent inside the games get refunded at the end of the event. So, it's more like a giant experiment in engagement. And if you thought that was strange, another project launched an on-chain gardening game. Yes, players open seed packs, plant digital crops, and earn rewards. It sounds simple, but it's another example of how developers are experimenting with consumer crypto experiences. Behind the scenes, DeFi activity is also increasing. Protocols like AIF are seeing strong growth in user activity on Base, and exchanges like Aerodrome Finance continue to grow as more projects launch tokens and liquidity pools. But maybe the most interesting signal this week didn't come from a protocol. It came from a builder story. According to Jesse Pollard, an African startup built on Base has already reached six-figure monthly revenue just 15 months after launching, which tells you something important. Base isn't just experiments anymore. Real businesses are starting to appear. So, what does this all mean? Three things seems to be working right now on Base: AI agents, on-chain games, and tools that make crypto easier for normal users. Those are the areas builders are exploring the most. Now, here's a question for you. If you were building on Base today, would you focus on AI agents, gaming, or DeFi tools? Drop your answer in the comments. That's all for today from Base FM Weekly Recap. Catch you all next week. Keep building on Base. Bye!